Welcome back, everybody. It's Creative Redundancy back again, the one known as CR, like it says on your screen. As you can tell, I have the more cooler version of my icon of avatar on the screen right now. Pun intended, of course, as usual. So hopefully everyone's doing well, and hopefully things are going better. Maybe not great, but hopefully better. Just making some coffee on the side here. Welcome to this live with CR. I'm gonna chit-chatting with my side chat here. Reconnect with you people out there. Many of you that I've seen, heard, chat to, communicate with on a semi sort of kind of state or schedule. Some of you I see like frequently on the side chats over on your panels or live streams, over on your videos and such, and reconnect with you over there. And I'll be sharing a few things and stories along the way, and there will be some other things I'll probably drop in on the side chat. What's up, Suzanne? How are you doing? See, look. See? I'm getting wired up on coffee. Oh, I just said that. Yes, I just said that. I'm just making the coffee right now. Just putting in some milk right here. So hopefully everyone's doing well. It's nice to see you once again, Suzanne. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Cheers with my coffee in my hands right now. Sup, second star? Maybe I should have brought a star out. What's up, man? How's it going? Sorry, I had to leave your stream early. I had to return a call. Someone's like, call me. I'm like, okay. Like, you know, the funny thing is, I barely even wrote that I had to slip out, and they just called, and they were calling me. I'm like, dude, I barely even said I was slipping out of the stream, and you're really calling me. I was giving them a hard time on that one, but this time around they know that I'm streaming, so hopefully they don't. Hopefully I won't get interrupted. But knowing me, I'll probably get interrupted. I'll probably be like, I gotta take this call. Hold on a sec. You know how it goes with live streams. For anyone that goes live, anything can happen, right? And of course, things like calls can, telephone call or whatever, you know. Sometimes, you know, I gotta answer it because it could be an emergency, and I don't want to be an a-hole and put, you know, my virtual life before the real world, because it could be important, right? So, what's up there? Okay, make sure my phone. Okay, my phone's charging. Okay, I gotta make sure my phone's charging. That's one thing I don't like about streamer. I don't see a battery indicator. I have to, you know, center swipe my screen to see a battery indicator. Because I've tried out this app called Prism, and it's like I can actually see an indicator that my battery's charging, which is nice. Because you know what happens when, like, so you're here, right? You know how it goes, right? Battery goes down fast. Because you're using Wi-Fi, you probably have the video on, you know, and obviously you're transmitting video, probably in audio and all that stuff. What's up? How are you doing? Not this time around. Not this time around. Well, I'm not done there may be a stream later in the week with that. I don't know. I am thinking about it still. I was thinking about doing it for this time around, but I decided not to. I decided just to do my more quote-unquote traditional live with CR time, which apparently is morning/afternoon, depending where you are right now. I had to make sure I had charged up my headset first. It's at 90. Whoa. At the start of this stream was at 91, 92%, so I should be able to get some time out of it, hopefully. Hopefully everyone's doing well, and just for fun, I'll show you guys. See? I still have it. I still have this. Amongst some other things, like I said, amongst some other things, really. For anyone that hasn't seen that video of my little small garden, container garden, you can go check that out. It's one, not the last video, but the video before. It's a couple minutes long. You can see some other stuff in there. So, gardening is starting to grow on me. Did I just say that? Yes, I just said that. I'll let some sunlight come in here. Yeah, I know second time. So I appreciate you all joining me this fine day. Like literally, I found this. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna start using this. I've actually used this for something else before. It is a multi-purpose item, in my opinion. So hopefully, I'm assuming the audio is good. I just like to have daydreaming music going on the StreamYard side, just so I can hear it, just slightly, just so I know that my my headset's connected, and there's nothing usually don't go down or go on. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Like I said, I'm getting some sun also. You can see that I'm getting some sun. All right, I got some solar lights charging here. Obviously, because it's sunny out, take advantage of some solar energy here for me. I really do like these solar lights. I've been using them for quite a while now. I just showed is a newer one that I just got my hands on this year, but I've had some other ones. I use them to supplement the lighting. It's nice. What's up, Bob? Bob in the house? Yeah. What's up, Bob? You know, one of these days I gotta ask Bob what that 942 means. What the significance is. I'm assuming there's some significance to it. But then again, I've seen her channels or whatever names that come up in social media that are just random numbers, so who knows? Maybe there is some significance to that 942. So I appreciate everyone dropping by here. And I'm gonna be frank here and honest, so you guys can hear it from me here. I'm sorry that for like right now, I know someone's streaming right now, a subscriber of mine, someone I'm subscribed to, but this is the time I have to stream, so I apologize to this person that I'm not there in their side chat right now. And I also apologize to some of you out there that I haven't been as around as much as I would like. I mean, I've been behind on some videos. I mean, I'm trying to put it. Remember, I'm a content creator too, right? I'm not just a watcher, so I'm trying to put out content and be there for people as much as possible, but I also realize I have to put out content too. And I'm trying to like chime in more often, and not just on the live streams, but on the static videos too, or maybe a premiere. But I've said this before. I enjoyed that real-time interaction, right? This real-time interaction or semi-real-time. You know, there's latency and stuff like that, but this interaction, right? Because it's nice to connect with people, right? So you're enjoying your morning coffee? Yeah, so am I, Bob. So am I. It's nice and sunny here, as you can tell. It's a very good coffee right now. Probably because it's my first cup. What's the best coffee to have? First cup. Yeah, I've been trying to chime in on people's live streams more often and the videos. I don't know, my watch later list just keeps growing and growing. However, with that said, one of the things I said in my previous content creator type of live streams that I did, like not the last one, but the one before this channel that I mentioned, I actually finally did subscribe in. Now, let me say this first and foremost. I watched a couple of their videos, left some comments, and I waited for them to reply back to me before I subscribed in to kind of reinforce that or solidify that subscription, right? I watched some more videos since and left some comments, right? Because I was watching their content for a while, so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna finally chime in on some comments that I wanted to say for a long time and such, right? It was, you know, and one of the things is that I started to realize that they do these air things. They actually go camping too, and stuff like that, which is really cool, right? You know, they slept in a tent. They've been in a sleeping bag, right? So I can get my I can get behind that, metaphorically speaking. All right, Star. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm trying to chime in more often. I mean, there's so much content out there, and I want to support it all, supposedly, but you know, I gotta find the time too. In between, you know, eating. Maybe I shouldn't even brought that up. Self-induced hunger or cravings. But in between, like eating, doing stuff, chores, like, you know, stuff I have to do, right? These walks that I go on, making the videos, making a live stream like I'm doing right now. Shout out to the replay gang. If you're catching this right now, appreciate everyone dropping by. Especially if you're already, you know, watching more than 10 minutes. It's always nice. But, you know, oh, and the sleep and all this other stuff. I gotta find this other time to try to chime in on the side, not just on your live streams if you do them, but on your static videos as much as possible. I mean, granted, you know, shorter videos are easier for me to gravitate into because they're short. I can find the time usually to fit them in, all right? You know, I'm waiting for like some pasta for 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, I can chime in on this video right now. It's about food. It's relatable. I'll be eating soon, so, you know, I won't get hungry. But then some of these other longer videos are harder for me to chime in because I'm like, I want to say something, but I also want to support the content by actually, you know, watching the majority of the video, all right, as much as possible, like a good 90% of it, 80-90% of it, as much as possible. Because, you know, and watch stuff because I want to watch it, right? And this is why I always say to you guys, busy, I understand. Try to drop by as you can, right? You know, I rather you guys and gals, you people out there chime in because you want to, not because you have to. You know, I get it. You know, like I'm in the same boat too, metaphorically speaking. You know, I got stuff to do too, right? I got stuff to do, and I'm not always available. Sometimes I gotta go out. You know, and stuff like that. You know. What's up, Storms? What's up, CB? What are you doing? Who got in the house with me? Hey, Baba. How are you doing? Shalom. How are you doing, guys? What's up, Barry? How are you doing? You know, one of the other things I've noticed more and more is that I've started to get to know some of you a little bit better. Like Storm's Radio and Cats, right? I didn't even realize you use it. I started to get to know some of you out there a little bit more. I'm just like, oh, I can get behind that a little bit more. I can relate to that a little bit more. I'm like, oh, right. Oh, so this guy dual boots or whatever. Oh, this person goes camping. Okay, you know, I can start to get behind it a little bit more and not just support the content, and the creator, but support what they do because I can relate to it. It's something I can get behind because I've actually done it myself or used it myself. It's easier to gravitate to that versus something I've never done, never had, piece of gear or skill or whatever that I haven't done. It's hard to get behind that because I haven't done it yet. I mean, you know, because it's more relatable. I can do it myself. I can, as I'm watching or interacting on a side chat or a live stream or Premiere, I can, you know, I'm like, it encourages me. I'm gonna use that word because it's got CR in it to keep going with it because I'm like, oh, you know what? This person's doing it. They're doing it. I can do it too. Right. Scroll. All right, Dale. Oh, look who it is. It's going on Vancouver Island. How are you doing? How's the weather out there for you? And you know what? Just because you're here too, I appreciate your comment that you left me growing on Vancouver Island. Not just that, oh, I like how hours and all that stuff, but you asked me specifically about the editing. I'm assuming you read my reply to you. I actually left such a lengthy reply. I actually took the time to write that. And by the way, this comment I got back on this quote unquote survival kit, this Canadian Red Cross kit. Someone left me a comment, a lengthy comment. It took me a little bit to reply back. I did reply back to them with a semi-lengthy comment reply too, because I was just like, it's not that I didn't read it or anything like that. I just didn't know what to say initially. I have replied to them, thumbs up, love heart, you know, stuff like that. So I've acknowledged them. All right. Because sometimes when I'm replying or commenting, it's not that I don't want to comment or reply. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to say yet. Right? So because sometimes I want to say something, I just can't find the words at the moment, right? So sometimes I'm replying or leaving a comment a little bit later, or watching the video a little bit later, maybe even a year or two later, but I'm chiming in because for some reason I'm doing this XYZ thing, or I have this XYZ piece of gear or resource, and now I can relate to it because now it's in my hands, or I'm doing the actual action itself. So I can relate to it and kind of say what I want to say now. So hopefully that actually makes sense. Hi, Cecilia. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you had a bite to eat too, Cecilia. Hopefully you've gotten some rest. It's nice to see you again, by the way. It's nice to see you, by the way. Because you guys are in here. Like I said, because I've already shown this. See? Look. Still here. In that video that I showed. Got it. Oops. Sorry. Let's see here. There it is. And keep growing on Vancouver Island. I appreciate that. It's almost freezing out. It was below freezing this morning here. Although we're not getting a temporary. I say temporary because it's only last couple of days. There's a temporary warmth front or warmth for this coming weekend, at least for me here. Probably throughout most parts of Western Canada here, but the temperature after that it's supposed to get back to seasonal or below seasonal. It's way above seasonal right now. I mean, I've already gotten snow here. It already melted. It already melted already. Like literally, I had like 1 day of snow. Actually, it's snowing, right? But then it's like just that was it, all right. If it wasn't for that, I probably would still have plants outside. You know, in a garden or outside in containers, just because, you know, the snow. But the snow came early, so I had to cut that short. You know, it's like the sunflowers. Let me scroll here. Yeah, you got chicken farming, Cecilia? Alright. Yeah, okay. I got you. Okay, Cecilia, yeah. I see, growing on Vancouver Island. Okay, make sure I don't swipe up too much and refresh. If I suddenly disappear, don't leave. It's because I misswiped and I refreshed by accident. I'm just saying. So yeah. Yeah, I just had snow for 1 day too. I know it'll come back. It's an eventuality. Because technically it hasn't actually snowed this month in November yet, technically. Because the snow I got was actually in October. It's actually been a really warm, relatively speaking, month. You know, like, I mean, honestly, I've seen below freezing 32 Fahrenheit weather, but, you know, relatively speaking, it's been nice. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm getting some solar energy, some sunlight right now. Right? Recharge some solar lights that I have. Yes. I like these. I really do like these solar lights. I'll show it. We'll move the battery here. I just set it up so I can hang it, but you know, it's got 3 LEDs on it, as you can see. Also, it's a more newer version of one. Quite nice, actually. I use them as like night lights. It's very handy, and you know, in general preparedness, it's quite handy too. So I'm just trying to see how well they work. But just say when it's less daylight hours, that would. Because right now we're getting like sunrise is, let's say, obviously in the morning, sunsets at like what, 4:30-ish local time from wherever you are and stuff like that. So we're getting just over 8 hours of daylight. But remember, we still got like another 5 weeks until the winter solstice in December. So the shortest day of the year is eventually going to show up, and we'll see. I'll see. I'll see. So, because I'm seeing how efficient these lights are. Because I'm also in the summertime, during that period of time we were getting within range of the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. Obviously, there's going to be like up to 16 hours of daylight. So, the solar roads, yeah, they're going to go throughout the whole night. Especially if you get quite a bit of sunlight during the day. I want to see how well they do in the fall winter period of time when there's less daylight and more darkness. Oh yeah, Cecilia. Yeah, I've been trying. I say trying, and I know I say this all the time on the side chat, or on the panel, or even on my streams or whatever. But I've been trying to. Sorry, I thought I heard so. I've been trying to time my snacks, my meals around the streams times. Because for some reason, unless I'm going to like some random thing, if it's the preparedness survival gardening community, somehow everyone's talking about food. It always makes me hungry. So I've been trying to say the words right now, but they're not coming out. But I've been trying to like revolve the eating around it at the same time, so I'm less hungry and I don't have to complain about getting hungry on the side chat, because for some reason I always do. For some reason, trying. I've been trying. Try, right? Hopefully you get some sun eventually, Cecilia. And we gotta grow big TV. I'm assuming it's Joe. Probably not Courtney, but regardless, welcome. I enjoyed that live stream that you did the previous day to this with Gardner Scott. That was so interesting. Oh wait, and I so enjoyed it, just like the comment I made later on. And on your community board. Yeah, but that's interesting. The preparedness veteran, PV. I don't know, PV, if you've seen the last video I did. I kind of mentioned, well, I didn't mention you by name in the video, but that's why there's a highlighted pinned comment in that. I added a little extra in the beginning just for you, man. I was just like, he'll enjoy this. I'll just drop this or let this fall into the beginning of the video. I just had to add that one in. It's just a little bit more, believe it or not. I feel like I'm missing something. Aw, hey, yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. That's very, yeah. I was kind of late showing up. I had to take care of something beforehand, but I was just like, it was nice. And like I said, it was nice to also get to know your special guest. Because a lot of the content I've seen, maybe I'm not, following or subscribed in yet, but because a lot of that stuff, it's just like, because I've said this time and time again, for every time I start following or subscribing in, that also means my subscription feed gets wider and bigger, and my watch later grows and grows, because obviously I'm adding content to watch. That's more time that I have to allocate to watching it as much as possible. Maybe multitasking, like I'm cooking it, doing it at the same time, or listening or whatever, right? I know some people out there that are probably just in the back working or listening as they're doing stuffing and multitasking, right? So I'm trying to chime in, right? And get to know some people too, right? you know, the people behind the channel. So good, PV. See, hi Paula. I'm sorry, Paula, that I missed your show. I said this early in the beginning of the stream. You were. I know someone's streaming right now. A subscriber, someone I follow, and I'm streaming while they're streaming. Like I've said this time and time again, as I subscribe into more content or follow more people, content creators out there, you know, from similar or different or semi-associated type of content that's relatable, people go live at the same time. You know, and I'm like, this is why I say sometimes every so often that I'm only in the live stream for, let's say, 30 minutes, half an hour, or whatever, or I can only stay till the top of the hour. It's because I'm stream hopping. I'm trying to chime in and give you guys that watch time. And all I'm saying, as a content creator, I always appreciate people dropping by. So I try to drop by, you know, try to be interactive on the side chat as much as possible. Say something, you know. Maybe I'm commenting randomly with the CR in it, or, you know, little smiley face emoji or something like that. Just so you know, hey, I'm still listening. I'm still listening on Bluetooth or headset or whatever, right? So it's nice to see you too, Dr. Paula. Oh yeah. It's Cecilia. It's because I'm wired on coffee. Get it. I gotta take off. Oh my gosh! I gotta take off this jacket. It's starting to get warm in here. But it must be this hot, nice warm coffee I have. And yes, I do have coffee in my hand. It's pretty good too. But this is why. I mean, I could do this for a while on this. I don't know, but you said to keep the snow, Cecilia. So, I mean, like if you want, I could change the icon if you want. Let's see. How's your prepping going? You need to bring up your timeline. I'm working. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Just did that yesterday, by the way. I figured I'd let you guys see that. Get it? I'm still working on it. Oh, by the way, that green thing you saw, I found that, by the way. So that's gonna get reused too. Let's just say I was walking from a friend's place or whatever, right? Their complex or apartment building or whatever, right? I just saw it nearby. It's just like, so instead of tossing it in the bin, I'm gonna try to reuse it. I mean, it's one of these draw type of bags, but I figure I can put it to good use. I have to adjust the line on it, the cordage on it, and such, but there's no rips in it, so I'm like, it's still in good condition. I'll put this back into good use as much as possible. Even if I don't use it personally, per se, I could give it to someone to use as a container / bag. All right. I mean, depending how it goes or whatever, I could be using it to pick up groceries or whatever instead of using a plastic bag or whatever. I could be using a reusable bag. And besides, it's more comfortable for me anyways to put something on my back. Let's just say, quote unquote, a gallon of milk or whatever, right there, instead of holding it in my hands. Because one of the things I don't like about holding things in your hands is that if you have to do other things, it's annoying, right? Because you got to put the bag down. I'd rather just have it on my back. And besides, if I got something heavy like a gallon of milk on one side, it weighs you down on the one side and you become unbalanced, lopsided, and I don't like that, especially in the winter. because you gotta walk over ice or whatever, or something slippery. Ever have balance, and you have a heavy weight on one side, well, you're kind of off balance, in my opinion. I see I got 10 in the house right now. Appreciate everyone dropping by. Hi, Shadow. How are you doing, my friend? I see you in there. Thanks for chiming in. Mushrooms are one of those things I have not dipped into yet, Joe. Because it's one of those things that, well, what did they say? Any mushrooms edible once. It would be nice to know what I'm doing. I think it's one of those things that I don't think I'll read it from a book per se, or from a video, but I need someone locally to show me that, right? Because then I would feel more confident about it. I have no confidence in doing it right now because I have no idea, and I don't want to make a whoopsie or a whoopsie. So yeah. Growing garlic. Hey, you know what? I still remember that story you told us right at the end of the stream. I still remember that. Still kind of LOLing about that. Yeah, I still remember that story. See, I'm gonna be quite honest, Dr. Paula, and to my side chat right now. I don't personally like doing that because yes, to a certain extent, it helps the content creator with, WT, right? However, I like to chime in on the side chat or on the comment section too, because it reinforces the watching of it, and they know who actually has been watching, right? So they know who's actually chiming in. Like, they absolutely know who's chiming in because it's actually the content creators wrote something, in my opinion. But that's in my opinion. Oh yeah, exactly, Cecilia. Right? There's only 24 hours minus, let's say, 8 hours of sleep, 10-minute shower, then 30 minutes of cooking and eating. You might be able to multitask that. Any work, school, things like going for an outdoor walk or whatever. So unless you got data and you're listening or watching while with data or whatever, right? And so other things too that that have to divert your time away, right? From the virtual second life, because it's important in the real world. Amongst our events or special occasions that come up, right? Maybe it's a special date, wink wink, right? or or a special party or a celebration or whatever, right? I mean, think about the holiday times and stuff like that, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the star stuff, right? So well, we're gonna see how far behind I am on the chat. Yeah, me too, Dr. Paul. I like the side chat as a live chat stage. Very interactive. No, I know, Cecilia. I know. You tried to chime in. I appreciate that too. Oh, okay. Your motto lately is you're here for a good. You're here for a good time, not a long time. Oh, okay, Cecilia. Hi, lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. How are you doing, Lisa? How are you doing? I mean, wave. Oh, and wave to everyone else. Oh, and hi, Joe and Dr. Paula. Just because you guys are. Oh, Shadow. Just because you're. I'm scrolling by and seeing your name too. I got coffee. a biscuit. Does that count? Does that count? Let's see. What would you say? You've been using your press. Do not being due to not being well. Yeah. Yeah, you're not having to start more again. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hopefully you'll be able to restock on that relatively quickly, efficiently, and effortlessly. Wow, that took a lot of effort to say effortlessly. Effortlessly. I gotta slap the word out of my mouth here. Yeah. I remember, Cecilia, you were talking about that. Some of you out there got too much rain over the quote unquote summer period of time. Yeah. You guys always saying hi, most welcome. Did I miss something in it? No. So true, you have missed the question. There are kids that you could start with. What's up, Bark Wildman? Survival. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? It's nice to see you drop in. Appreciate that. And I'm sorry to you, Arctic Wildman, that I have not been able. I shouldn't say not able, but I haven't chimed in as much as I would like. I've said this because I want you guys to know this for transparency reasons, but I've been trying to chime in more as I can. But lately, I think it's because the gardening took over, and over the summer I was visiting people and doing stuff too, so it took my time away from doing it. And as a content creator, I gotta edit the videos, and since I'm editing the videos on a phone now, well, it's kind of hard to edit and chime in on the side chat on the same device. It's kind of hard. It was easier when I swear it was easier to do this when I actually had a laptop running for this, because I can open up multiple tabs, multitask a little bit better. It's kind of harder to multitask on a phone because I can't open up quote unquote a new tab and edit and listen to stream or content at the same time. But I've been trying a little bit more often to chime in as much as possible. I mean, especially if content is something I want to gravitate to. So, am I really that far behind? Usually I'm not that far. Hey, it's Sassy. It's the sensational Sassy showing up. I almost couldn't say it too, Sassy. Remember that from the other day? Oh yeah, that was just what? Oh yeah, that was yesterday. I keep forgetting today's Wednesday. Yeah, that was just yesterday. I keep forgetting that was yesterday, like yesterday morning at this time. Well, yesterday, 24 hours ago. What's up, Sassy? Dude, people get 8 hours of sleep. Incredible, I haven't had that in years. Even get sick. And some people have to take those micro naps, right? Every so often. It depends. Sometimes it's nice to feel fresh. Alright, Alright, my battery is charging. I gotta make sure my battery's charging. You're Outdoor vlog, what is that? I'm still trying to watch videos. I don't have time to I mean, Cecilia, I'm trying to do both as much as possible. All right. And yes, for everyone that doesn't know or hasn't seen those the resource hall videos, I'm still working on that. I'm working on the next video. Well, I shouldn't say working on the next video. It's more like resupplying for the next video of it. I already have stuff for it. I just have to shoot the video and edit and do all that fun, enjoyable creation stuff. Far behind. I didn't think I was that far behind. So saying hi. That's why you prep. We are not when you're not well. Yeah. Exactly. You already got food ready to go, right? Exactly. Come on, scroll here. Good afternoon, Walter. All right. You're working. Okay. Appreciate it. Virtual fist bump. Right up far behind. I should have set up the. I mean, maybe I should have set up the slow-mo. I didn't realize you guys were gonna chime in so much. I got 14 in the house apparently. Oh yeah, apparently time does fly. All right, time flies because it's only been 45 minutes. All right, here we go. I read that comment in there. Yeah, so good, so good. Random eye emojis from Sassy here. Well, you can't oversleep, right? I mean, I have a friend who slept for like so long that I was just like, you hibernating? They're like, no. You slept for a long time. That's what I said to them. I was just like, so, yeah. Take care, Dr. Paula. Hey, look at that. I actually made it to the bottom of the chat without slow-mo. And I kind of more or less read the chat, more or less. I know you guys were saying hi to each other, so I'll say I'm passing 5 seconds. I usually, quote-unquote, speed read or scan, right? As much as possible. Oh, you feel good after that long sleep? It depends on if there. I mean, if you're really tired, it's one thing. Sleeping more than I need to, just because I actually need to do stuff during the day, right? I just don't want to sleep the day away or the night away, right? I got stuff I eventually need to do, whatever it is, regardless if it's necessary things like chores through or, you know, other necessary things like gardening or whatever, right? Moving some stuff, cooking, eating, and more eating. I really shouldn't talk about food right now. I swore I'll develop self-induced hunger pain by talking about it. Well, you know what? I was gonna say Dr. Paul. Growing up in Vancouver, Iowa, it wouldn't be the first area, and probably won't be the last, right? That kind of stuff, homelessness is. I mean, without diving too much into it, you know, it exists in every single country, pretty much, and it can happen to all walks of life, regardless of race, age, nationality, and all that stuff, right? For different reasons, you know, and stuff like that. Financially, loss of a job, amongst some other things, right? You know, I remember this one time. I think I mentioned this story before. This was back in 09, 08. Yeah, it's been that long. Like, I was working this job, and the boss, as a kind of, hey, special gratitude thing for not a Christmas bonus, but gave this gift card, right, to a place. And when I was getting the coffee, I decided to help this person out on the corner. They didn't have a sign or anything like that. They weren't in a wheelchair, but I offered them a coffee. I'm like, you know, I'm trying to remember it, so I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but you know, I'm like, you know, I think I asked, are you cold or whatever? They said, yeah, or whatever. You know, I'm like, you know what? It's a lucky day. I said, I'm gonna get you a coffee. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, how would you like it, man? How would you like it? I think they said double or something like that. So I got them a medium at least. Because, well, like I said, I wasn't expecting to get this gift card anyway, so I wasn't planning on that anyway. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Because I was already getting coffee anyways. I'm like, you know what? I'll do a random act of kindness for the day. Just Why not? Why not? Why not? You know, maybe I'll pick up my own morale, for example. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah. I think it's probably very similar everywhere. I mean, honestly, in the last couple of years, with things going on, I think it's just become more apparent that it can happen in all walks of life, right? All walks of life. You know, what's that saying? 9 meals away from anarchy or homelessness or what? You know, it's this kind of saying that's out there. I mean, I just think, you know, I had something in my mind and it just poofed away. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, that too, Lisa. Lovely Lisa. I told everyone the wire is to represent the coffee. Come on, you know, wired up on coffee, caffeine. Come on. That's why it's in the shape of CR right now. No, I've actually used this for everything. I gotta put some branding material on in the video. Oh, I gotta check on my battery. It's at 91%. That's good. I got some time here. Might be able to actually show something. I might be able to show something here. So yeah, I've been, you know, getting more and more ready for the quote-unquote cold season. Not the cold season, but the real cold season. As in winter, not the flu season I'm talking about, right? I'm trying to get more and more, being more proactive about it, chiming in, doing stuff about it, getting stuff ready, you know, like actually that's a 2 technically, stuff like that, among some other things, just having the stuff ready to go. I mean, like I said, it's already gone below freezing here, so I know in time I will need stuff like this. It's just a matter of time. And like I've said in the side chats, and I've actually shown a really short video, but doesn't always happen every single winter season, but it can get really cold here. I've shown a video at least once, because the code sat the battery so fast from like 50% to 5% in a matter of like 10 minutes. But I've shown, and I put it on the screen, minus 37 Celsius. Actually, and it can get to like minus 40 here. I know it can, because I've seen it. So I'm trying to always be ready for that, because it's an eventuality, right? In preparedness, you try to work on things that are likely to happen, or more likely to happen. Well, cold is very likely. Almost certainly will happen, right? It's almost a certainty. Yes, I just used the CR word, right? I mean, one of the streams I did back in December, because I was visiting someone for a while, it was really cold. It was minus 35. I put my hand in the snow, brought it back out, and you could just see the water vapor coming off of that. And of course, I had to put my hand underneath my armpit after for like the next 10 minutes to warm it back up. But, so obviously I don't recommend getting your hands or anything wet in the winter. The only reason I did that is because I was at my friend's place. I can get back in a warm environment, right? It was just my hands, right? I've done this hand submersion thing at least once. Oh, I can feel the chills on my back thinking about that right now when I submerge my hands in for a couple of minutes in ice cold water at minus 20. That's about zero. Well, actually, that's like minus 5 Fahrenheit for 2 minutes. And then, like I've said in previous live streams, right, which I didn't really explain it in that video, it took me over an hour later to recover from that, just to get back to quote unquote a normal state. So the longer you've been cold for, the longer it takes to warm back up to get back to a normal state. So if anything from this video or / live streams / replay, don't get wet when it's cold outside, because water, wetness will draw heat away from your body much faster. However, X amount of speed or time faster than just the normal air temperature alone, especially if there's windshield. Yeah, it is possible. Yeah, permanent suspension. Yeah, let's see. All right, Shadow. Yeah, that's all good. Did I miss something in there? I feel like I missed something in there. Well, I didn't miss the happy face emoji here. All right, take care, Joe. Grow Big TV. Yeah. I see that PB. Yeah, I see that comment there. Close people helped me when my car died in the highway a couple of years ago. I sent $300 worth of pizza to the homeless shelter later that day. Yeah. They're not, they some, I would say all realize, sometimes, paying it forward can return some dividends to a person. Not all the time, but sometimes, right? But that's very, very awesome of you, growing up in Vancouver Island. That's very nice of you, pay it forward. Speaking of pay it forward, I also want to mention something too. That reminds me of something that I want to mention here. Let me scroll down here. People who owed me live so fast to say thanks that's oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Trying to repay it forward, yeah. That's awesome, yeah. And Sassy's listening and sipping on coffee. She's getting wired up. Yeah, see how I put that in there. There is something else I want to state in here for transparency's sake, and amongst other things, I've decided for the time being, however long it will be, TBA, to be announced if it changes later, honestly. But I've decided that I will not be entering in these giveaways for a while, anyways. And if I do, I'll be paying it forward. Because I've said this to other people in private chats. I've said this to other people before. It's because initially, early on here on YouTube, in the journey for this channel anyways, right? I was entering giveaways or whatever, right? To be honest, right? But as I've won them, or as people sent me stuff, I realized, you know what? I want other people to have that chance too, right? That feeling of, hey, I won something, right? That's a nice feeling, right? So I've been trying to pay it forward as much as possible. I've done this with some other channels, right? They're doing this kind of live giveaway, or guess this number, or guess the right question answer, I'm like, give it to someone else, or give it to whoever, right? I've done this several times now. Maybe it's seeds. I even paid an Amazon gift card forward to someone else, to someone who also lives here in Canada, that finally managed to come back by on the live streams more frequently and more regularly. Welcome back, Gif. So I did it. All right. Maybe it's a small gesture, but it's to show that show that that I not only care, but like I said, I'm not supporting your guys' content for just for a giveaway. Because I want you guys to know I'm not just there for the gear, right? Not just there for the material goods. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the stuff is quite cool, and I have actually won a first prize before. Shout out to West S, right? Because I won one of his prizes before, first place too, right? Backpack, full of gear, magnesium bar, water filter, cutting tool. I think there was some cordage, like tart bank line, right? Which I made better use of. And among some other things, right? And I've had someone send me stuff from Australia. I've had people send me stuff, let's say stickers or mail or a sticker or channel sticker, right? From various channels in the past. I have some of them like that. Well, actually, I have that videos on, right? But as I acquired that stuff, especially since that last giveaway that I won first prize, I realized that, you know what? It was really nice that this happened, but I think I want to move beyond that. And like I said, and I say try, to go beyond the gear, the resources, right, as much as possible, and trying to give other people that chance, right, of winning or receiving something, right? Because there is a good feeling about receiving something, right? A gift or whatever, right? And every so often, I wouldn't say all the time, but every so often, when they say, "Oh, thanks, dear," sometimes that feeling is pretty good too. Seriously, I just lost the right side on the headset. So I want you guys to know that. By the way. I'm gonna temporarily unplug my phone here because I put this back onto portrait mode for right now. So okay, I'm gonna have to charge my headset. Well, I shall let it die first before I start anything. Let me just swipe back up to my screen. Let's see. Come on, highlight here. Didn't they use mine's key warp? If so, send me yarn and you know what, Cecilia? I've been doing some sewing, and I'm trying to learn some crocheting or knitting. I did one. Okay, I use paracord just so I can get a sense of it, but I need to actually get better at it. Cecilia, I'd rather you go knit something for someone that needs it more than I do. I got some gear here. I got some resources, but some people out there don't, or have very little of it. I'd rather see someone else, because if someone has the resources or the gear or whatever, they don't have to somewhere else or from someone else. Yeah, see, preparedness mentioned is that too, right? Because I remember what last giveaway I entered the first prize. It was the shipping was more than the content. I was just like, you know what? But since they already drew it or whatever, and amongst other things, at that time, that's why I stopped doing that. At least for now. Not saying I'll indefinitely do it like that or not join the giveaway, but for right now, I won't. For right now. I mean, I've had other people want to send me seeds, let's say fishing stuff, right? I've said to them, I'm like, two things. I'd rather see that money go towards something better. I mean, I can get access to some seeds, some fishing stuff, right? I got my own supply too, right? And don't get me wrong, it would be nice to have some whatever. But I also realized that to go away, try, you know, to show that this channel is not just for gear. Although gear is useful, the resources are useful, right? But so is skills, knowledge, and experience, and the relationship. Yes, I just used that word. Insert other similar words is important too, right? Alright. Some things that, gear or money can't buy. In my opinion. Yeah, I get that. I think, I get that too, Cecilia. I understand what you mean. Yeah, don't get me wrong, right? Yeah, because my friend called me after I paid it forward. I just told him, yeah, I could have won this gift card or whatever. I decided to pay for it. They're like, why would you do that? I'm like, in the same thing that I've been saying here, because some things are worth more, right? Right? Some things money can't buy, right? Let's say respect, amongst other things, right? Yeah, that too. So yeah, I see that. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, that too. Deal. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard some of the sort of stuff from some of you out there. Yeah, you do that, Cecilia. I've heard some other things from other people out there. They send me a PM private message or instant message through IM. Yeah. Now this is why. One of the reasons why I've been going away from quote unquote kid making or putting a kid out there as a video is because I want to show not just my followers, my subscribers, but the people in general, not just you folks out there, because you guys are awesome too, but you guys, gals, you people out there that you can do this too. You can make something, create something too, right? Like I said, it's nice to have something, a piece of gear or whatever, but I'm trying to not quote a movie, but who are you without it, right? I swear I'm gonna do this other video I've had in mind for a while. If you just heard me say that, because you might see a video next year. I've had this idea going in my mind for a while. It's just something I'm just trying to figure out the words I want to say and the way I want to approach it. I'm pretty sure the title and the thumbnail would be the fun part. It's actually the content itself would be more tricky because I need to figure out what I want to say for it. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, you see, that's another thing, right? That people I know, quote unquote, in the real world, locally or whatever, have also handed over or gifted me something, right? So this is another reason why I've been trying more and more to pay it forward, right? Because I've been, relatively speaking, blessed, right? So I want other people to enjoy that experience of receiving something, right? As much as possible. So hopefully that all makes sense. Yeah, exactly, right? You try to give back as you can. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. To see something like that, stickers or something like that, that's relatively okay. That's one thing. But I'm talking about like something heavy, right? Especially gift card. Okay, that's easy now. Be sent relatively for free, right? Because you just send code over through email or IM, instant messaging or PM, right? And something like that to access it, right? The digits or code or whatever they use, right? On the back of the gift card or whatever, right? For activation purposes, right? But it's totally different when it becomes like something a little bit more heavy, a couple pounds or more, or 10 pounds, right? That gets crazy expensive, right? Especially if you're shipping it something outside the country, outside your country, let alone outside your state or province, right? So, yeah. Because I can, like I said, I can, you know, I've there's other times I've could have won a saw, a little folding saw, gift card, like I said, or whatever. I paid it for it. I paid it for it to someone else, right? I paid it for it to someone else, right? Just to show, hey, surprise, right? Right? Surprise, surprise. Like, there's this air giveaway that I might join just for the sake of the video, but not for the giveaway. It's the content or the prize itself. Like, I'd be laughing if I won the first prize. I'd probably pay it forward, most likely. Unless for, like I said, that it's a TBA to be announced, right? Subject to change, right, and all that stuff. But most likely, I would. All right, I'd say, might say, donate it to some homeless person. Depending what it is, right now, it depends, right? I mean, I'm gonna be realistic there about it, right? I'm not gonna always say, well, I don't know, that I could actually use, right? So it depends, right? I mean, if I need it, I need it, right? If I don't need it, then, it wouldn't bother me to pay it forward. Maybe help someone else out there. Like, one of the things I've said time and time again, most of the time on my streams, most of the time on my videos, regardless if I say it or I make AI say it for me through voice, that text to speech, right? Right? You can't help everyone out there, but one person can help someone out there. I feel like I'm doing an outro right now, but I'm not. I'm not leaving it when that was just an example. Wow, silly. Wow. I'm gonna show you guys something right here. Here's a book. Why not? Here's a book. Why not? It'd be funny if she showed up on the stream right now, right when I show this. Yeah, see, here's a book that I'm wearing right now. I just put it on the floor so you can see it, right? I kind of like this, right? I started to wear this a little bit more. This was one gifted to me from a person in Australia, right? And I've said that, that I'm like, please do not send me anything else right now. They send me some bank line, cutting tool, and this buff / gator, neck gator, right? And ask them not to send me anything else for now. They said, but I want to see her. I'm like, yeah, I get that, but I don't. And I told them, right, I'm not here, metaphorically speaking, just for the gear, the resources. All right. I just wanted to make that clear. All right, Cecilia. Yeah, I'm just reading what you said real quick here. It's kind of scanning, speed reading it. Yeah. Anyways, to go away from this gear for a little bit here, the finances, right? So hopefully everyone's doing well, like I said. As much as possible. But yeah, so what's in the works for me here? What's my time here? Okay, about an hour. Just over an hour. I'll probably go for an hour, half an hour or so. Probably not that much longer. I'm expecting company, and knowing me, they'll probably show up early. So if I have to slip out early, faster than basically at a moment's notice, you'll know why. FYI, right? So that's an FYI there, but I'm expecting someone to come by. So, but I was gonna. What was this? I have things in the works. Oh, by the way, everyone. One last garden video for this Friday, the 17th. I decided to add it in. Hopefully you can spare some time for it. It's a very, very short video. I decided to just slap that in. I thought the sunflower video was actually gonna be the last gardening video, but there will be one more. I decided to add it in. Just cause. So I know you guys can't wait to see it. Remember how I play on words, so you'll have to wait to see it. Remember how I play on words, so that's a recyclable homestead. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me this fine day. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, wink, hint. Yes. So you might see something like that this Friday. Well, actually, you will if you drop by. And I've decided now, scheduling a video, for the most part, it will appear during the afternoon time here in North America. So about 4 or 5 hours from now. So wherever you are, 4 or 5 hours from now, generally will be the time I schedule the videos now or do a premiere. Honestly, these live streams I vary up the time just to give other people the opportunity to chime in every so often. It's been a while since I did a nighttime stream, or an evening stream, but I've been doing these morning streams, and I've been getting good reception from these two, so yes. And I also have something else in the works for this month. I actually already have videos out for the rest of the month now. There may be another video I have to see. There may be another live stream I have to see. I want to see if I can chime back in on that again. Something I've done in the last few years straight. So we'll see. We'll see if I chime in for Valerie on that one. I want to, but I need something to say. I gotta think of the script to say. Yeah, sometimes the words always come out of my mouth nicely. As much as possible. Sometimes I'm winging it versus thinking before I speak. So I'm trying to be more proactive about it a little bit more. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do a little bit better, was chime in on the videos more consistently, amongst some other things. Unfortunately, that's also meant that I haven't chimed in on the other people's videos as much, but I'm trying. I'm only one person, right? So yeah. And like I said, I lost the right side of my headset because the battery's dying, and the left side's probably just like on low. So hopefully I don't need to switch back to the phone mic anytime soon. We'll see. Maybe I can get to the end of the stream with it still. Let's see here. But in the meantime, what else can I say? Oh yeah. Like I said earlier, I've been trying to reorganize some winter cold weather stuff a little bit more. Oh, and join Shadow Scout Suite on Saturday, because we're gonna be talking about it, right, Shadow? Shadow for him. Sometimes you see me there on Saturdays at this time. It's at this time too, right, Shadow? It's at this time. So if you have time at this time on Saturday, North American time, Anyways, drop by. Drop by. I know some of you, if not all of you, I've seen over there, so drop by, right? Shadow, you can drop the link if you want for that stream. Most likely, I say most likely, I will be there. Most likely. I'm planning on it anyways, so yeah. Take care, Cecilia. Get some rest. Get some food in you. You know, resupply, all that good stuff. Virtual fist pump on the way out, yeah. PV. PV channel are already like, yeah, they already in there saying something. Okay. I gotta remember the time latency on these streams. There's like usually a 20-30 second delay. And I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I don't have it set to like real time, next to real time interaction. So yeah, I'm without showing too much here. Let's see. I wasn't joking. You'll make a special random appearance here. I'm still working. I'm working on this. Yeah. That's right, straight up, right there. That's the upcoming stream, right there. So you check that out on Saturday. Hopefully, we'll see everyone drop by over there, right? At least and consider the things said or shown and stuff like that, right? Hey, it may be useful, especially if you experience that kind of stuff or have seen it or whatever, right? We don't need more of that Texas freeze kind of things happening. That's for sure. I mean, I have my own story. I really do have a lot of stories about winter, but I'll save them for another stream. They're too cool to say on this stream, and I don't want to give everyone the cold shoulder by talking about that right now. I'm trying to be a little bit more uplifting and positive on this one as much as possible, but I guess I'll try to be realistic too. Yeah. What I was gonna say was, yeah, I'm working on quote unquote that bag. There's some things I've been working on. Every so often, people I talk to on private chats or in the backstage in the green room, sometimes I hinted on some things in the works. You know, I give them a special sneak peek. You know, those are the perks of like talking to me like outside the live stream, outside the side chat, outside the premiere. Sometimes I sneak peek a few things every so often. A couple perks, right? The perks of talking to me or whatever behind the scenes, so right? You know, through private messaging, you know, some instant messaging, IMs, and what's other things. Realized, you know, I came into a room to get something to show, but now it just poofed out of my head. And there's something else I have to take care of today too. I gotta resupply some H2O. Eventually here. I'm working on that too. You know, I don't know if I'll make another video on that. It didn't really do that great the last time I showed it. So, but I still gotta do it regardless though. I'm storing water so I can have coffee later. That's my excuse. My reasoning for it. That's my reasoning for it. Maybe it's tea or whatever. Well, I'm chiming back in. Bob's probably in the back room or whatever. Yeah, it's all good. To creating. Just wait for it. Wait for it, everyone. I know he's gonna say something. He's gonna chime in right now and be like, chime in. He's gonna chime in. I know you will. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it, Shadow. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised how long my left side's been going. I think I will go to this hour and a half mark. 5 more minutes, give or take. Yeah, about 5 more minutes. About 5 more minutes, everyone. So that's FYI for your information, kind of deal. I'm sensing someone gonna drop by. I can just sense it. I'm sensing it. I'm like some other thing. And besides, I gotta take care of some other things. And hopefully record a video today. But if I record a video today or this week or whatever, you're not gonna see it for a while. Unless I need to post it for this month. Like, I actually already have a video out at the moment, at the time of this recording /replay /video, whatever, live stream. I have a video scheduled for December 1st, but we'll see. It's a short, well, it's not that short, but it's just something quick. I shot that video back in the beginning of this month. These are videos I actually have to put out. I actually had to put out right away. Like some of these gardening videos, right? I couldn't delay them that much longer because it's already November, right? I don't want to post them in December. Some of these videos I had to reallocate the time so they're sooner than later, and some of the videos I can post later because they're related to winter or whatever. I can post a little bit later. All right, so I've been scheduling it like that, and for some reason I keep scheduling on like Wednesday. Usually now it's like Wednesday, Fridays. I like TGIF. Maybe. So I'm really happy. I'm really glad that everyone dropped by. I appreciate it. I wouldn't say that word. A whole group of people that dropped by. Not just you guys still in here with me. Shout out PV Bar, Dale. Lisa's came by. We had Huga, Dr. Paula. I swear I'm forgetting someone in there. I had like 14, 15 people, so don't blame me for forgetting a few people every so often, but channels and content creators out there. But I appreciate you all dropping by. Sorry, I thought I sensed this person catch. Yeah. Like I said, I'll be sliding out momentarily here at PV. I appreciate you all dropping by. Stay tuned. There may be another live stream this week for me. Well, we'll see. I'm in the works on it. We'll see. It may be. I don't know if it's gonna be another live with Stuart or with a specific topic. We'll see. Apparently, my friend wants me to visit them. And I'm like, well, I can also stream over at their place at the same time, and among some other things, and So you may randomly see one. I'll give it a little bit more notification than this. Come on, device. Can you give me like 5 minutes here to finish this up without notification sounds just going left, right, and center beside me? But hopefully I'll try to put out a stream. I'll have to see which day and time. Most likely it'll probably be afternoon, evening. I don't think there will be another morning stream for a little bit. So I appreciate. Oh, now I'm remembering who else came by. Joe, Grow TV, among some other channels. Cecilia, I appreciate you folks, gals, guys, gals, people joining me at this time of day, wherever you are. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you're improving your situation much better, improving your stance, right? Be aware of what's going on out there, right? Stay proactive and less reactive, and do something positive today as the best that you can. And go out there and get some fresh air, right? Enjoy some sun, right? I know SAD, seasonal associated disorder ailments is a thing, right? So if it's sunny out, go get some rays, right? Go out and enjoy the time outside. Enjoy what you do, regardless of what it is, regardless if it's gaming, playing a game, spending time with family, friends, walking the dog, creating something like I like to do. Love to do. That stuff, right? Your morale up, right? Right? Keep your spirits high as much as possible, right? Because right now, we could all use a little morale as much as possible, right? Yes. That too. Take care, everyone. So, like always, everyone, let me actually pause the background music. I appreciate everyone dropping by for this CR time with me. And, I'll put this into while I'm at it, stuff like that. And sitting down and chit chatting with me or whatever while you're doing something, and go out and create something awesome. Oh, and don't forget to comment, and subscribe too if you haven't already. And like always, everyone, go out there because our world's changing. So let's go adapt, build your skill and knowledge with practice. Go help someone if you can. I know you can't help everyone out there, but try to help someone out there the best you can, and show that we can be more. Raise the morale up there the best that you can, and do something positive. Try to lead by example the best that you can. Try to help people out the best that you can. And, you know, encourage them with a CR. And like always, everyone, take care. I appreciate you, all you folks dropping by. And apparently my headset just died right there. Okay, that's a good segue to leave the stream now. All right, everyone, take care. I'll catch you later. Take care, folks. Where's the end key? Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, wait, you weren't supposed to hear that. Just kidding. Later, everyone.